Hi everyone, Lenka is here. Do you want to get the most out of your Erasmus Mundus experience mobility while having academic success, having friendships, while dealing with cultural adaptations and overall happiness? Then this video is for you because today I will emphasize and explain the importance of mental and physical health and well-being. Well, first of all, let me tell you my story. When I was in the first semester of Erasmus Mundus, I didn't really take care of my body, neither mind, because I just took it for granted. I was more interested in parties and I was going out a lot, and I didn't really realize how important it is, not for the health itself, but also for having better results in the school, for better focus, and for the networking and relationships with my peers. And then something has changed because then I started to going through some unexpected situations and some stressful situations, and I started to look for ways how to calm my mind, how to get in a better shape, and how to generally find more peace and stability in myself. And then little by little I realized, yeah, this is what everyone is talking about. Why it's so important to meditate and why it's so important to exercise. And it is really important. And the reason why I'm creating this video for you guys regarding Erasmus Mundus is because you will never ever have as much time as you will have during Erasmus Mundus, because you will get the scholarship, so you basically don't have to work if you decide to just focus on your studies. So the only responsibility you will have is to complete and finalize the assignments and essays. After graduation, you will have to work, you will have baby, you will have family and whatsoever. But in Erasmus Mundus, I really feel that's the perfect opportunity to set some lifelong lasting habits for your life. So first of all, let me explain you why it's so important, and then I will tell you some practical tips on how to do it. First of all is the academic success. If you have well-rested body and if you have clear mind, then obviously you're way more prepared to absorb the information, to critically think and just deliver high quality work. And I would say this is what we all want, right? If we apply for such a competitive program of Erasmus Mundus, we want to succeed, we want to learn as much as possible, and exercising and taking care of our mental health is just exactly what will lead to some academic success. The second point is stress management, and sooner or later, for sure, there will be some unexpected situation which will shock you, and you will have to decide for the most suitable solution. Whether it's with dealing with the bureaucracy, homesickness, whatever it might be, but there will be in your life, throughout your life, some stressful situations. And if you find the inner strength and inner stability in yourself, then the external factors will not influence you as much, because you will always come home to your body, to your inner self, and you will know that you can handle it. The third point why it's so important to exercise is the networkings and relationships. And you do exercise and you take care of your mind and spirit, not only to look better. This is what I previously thought, it's just about looking better, but then I realized your anti-biochemistry change, and you not only change how you look, how you stand, but also what you shine. Your energy is way different, and people will notice it immediately, that if you feel more confident, if you feel calm. And this is what exercise do to you. Your posture is more confident and your energy, it's just, let's say, more receptive, and people naturally want to be surrounded by you. So this is so important, because you know that I'm mentioning the networking part as a very vital part of every mobility abroad. The fourth point is the cultural cultural adaptation. And if you're going to move to 3 different countries, you will also encounter some unusual habits, unusual situations, the climate might be different, and therefore it's, as with the stress management, very important to know how to deal with it. And the culture shock, it is very common for Erasmus Mundus, because you know, guys, that moving through 3 completely different countries, It's just a big and beautiful challenge. The fifth point I need to highlight is the enhanced creativity and well-being. Enhance your cognitive functions, including creativity. And creativity, well, you can use it for anything in your academical world, but also in your professional, in your relationships. Let's say that you have assignment which is quite difficult to solve, but you are creative enough to come up with some interesting solutions. Or you are going to plan a trip with your friends and you get creative on planning stuff and so on. Well, thinking outside of the box, it's, in my opinion, one of the most important skill you can possess in nowadays world full of AI and ChatGPT. The sixth point is the overall happiness. If you take care of your body, your mind, your spirit, it generally and naturally will lead to more overall happiness. You will feel your body, you will be more connected to your body. And I know it very well that when you're 12 hours behind the desk writing assignments, you completely abandon your body. And especially for women, it's so important to take care of our body, to be aware of our body, and don't neglect it. And the seventh point, which is so important to mention from my experience as a graduate of Erasmus Mundus program, is that you will create lifelong habits. And as I said, during Erasmus Mundus, you have so much time, and if you're gonna tell me, no, Lenka, I don't have time, I am sure that you will find at least 30 minutes every single day for a walk, for yoga, for a stretch, for gym, for whatever you enjoy doing, but do it. Because those habits will be there after you graduate, after you go to some tough situations, and what you will learn during Erasmus Mundus will help you so much. And believe me, you will thank your younger self. Thank you that you went through this, even though it was quite difficult to start. I know how difficult it is to start waking up at the same time or going to gym regularly, but I know it sounds like a cliche, but once you start going to the gym, after 30 days, it will become a small habit, and after 90 days, you will be way more firm in this habit, and after 6 months, this is your lifestyle and this is your identity. So now let's get into point on how to actually you can implement those health well-being tips in your life. So first of all, once you get the schedule from Erasmus Mundus, create some schedule. You will get schedule from the school, so go to Google Calendar and make spots for the sport, for the breaks, for socializing, and so on. And I know that in Erasmus Mundus, every semester it's gonna change, it will destroy your routine, but you will have to get back on track as soon as possible, because the longer you go without routine, then the harder it is to get back. So I recommend you the first week, check out all the clubs and all the activities which the universities offers, sign up for some sport activities and some clubs. And then from the second week, try to work consistently on your routine and on your schedule. Stay active, and this is exactly related to such a clubs. As I said, you can sign up for clubs, sport clubs, but also for other clubs which are not so related to sport activities and movement. But staying active is so important. And especially if you're active in something what you love and you're in this state of flow, then you will naturally start getting more and more energy. This is why you sometimes see people like Tony Robbins, who is 16 hours on a stage and he still have energy. How does it happen? Just because he's doing something what he truly enjoys, what is his mission and vision, and therefore he gets energy, and he's actually more energized than if he would be just staying in his room on a sofa. So try to focus and try to search those things which you purely enjoy and where you're in the flow. The third point is healthy diet. obviously, and we hear about healthy diet very often, but sometimes we think, yeah, Lenka, I am a student and healthy diet, that's quite expensive. Well, actually, I would say that eating healthy is way cheaper and way better than if you're going just for junk food. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy junk food time to time, but I try to stick to my healthy habits and routine 80% of the time. So my diet specifically consists of eating a lot of healthy fats like avocado, some oils and seeds, some green leafy vegetables like kale, broccoli and stuff, and eating a lot of protein because I recently started to go to the gym and I need to build some muscles. I try to limit the carbs and I try to eat a lot of vegetables and fruits. There are a lot of materials on the internet about what to eat to feel better. I would suggest you to googling up something like healthy diets for students because those diets will support the brain functioning. Adequate sleep, that's quite obvious as well, I would say, but it's so important. And again, if you're in this party mood, as we often are in the university, we neglect quality and adequate sleep, but it will come to a point where you will feel so exhausted, you cannot concentrate. So try to set some sleeping routine whenever it's going to sleep at the same hour. Maybe it's easier to set a same hour for waking up every single day. Mindfulness and meditation. And yes, this was quite challenging for me at the beginning. I would say for first 2 years, it was impossible for me to sit down and just meditate. Now, after 2 years, I wake up in the morning, I have my 20-minute stretch, and then I go to 30 or 40 minutes meditation, and it's just very easy, and I'm looking forward to do this meditation every single day. But it takes time, but I see the improvement in my focus, in my stability, in my gut feeling. I feel way more guided. I feel I can hear my body way more than before when I was not doing any meditation. If you feel that you're too energetic person for some meditation activities, go for a walk, go for a swim, just do some sport activities where you will switch off your brain for a while, and you don't need to necessarily jump into this very calm meditation right away, but it's a good destination in the meditation journey, I would say. Another point which is so important, and in my opinion one of the biggest luxury one can have, is to find a therapist and find someone you can talk to, someone who is studied and someone who knows how the things with the emotions work. Seek support. Sometimes the university offers like university psychologist, sometimes not. But then you can search online on some websites for the therapies. I know that the BetterHelp is very popular nowadays. So even if you're abroad, you can search for some therapists online. I have been doing my therapy for last 3 years, and it is, as I said, the biggest luxury one can have because you can talk to someone who is professional, and this just helps so much. And in my opinion, it's one of the best investment one can put in themselves. Another point, very important, is to limit screen time. And if social media is not your business, then I recommend to limit the screen time as much as possible, because it just creates this all the time having FOMO, fear of missing out, and feeling a little bit stressed and comparing yourself toward others all the time. So my recommendation, avoid it as much as you can. Staying organized is one of the other points I need to mention, because if you put your documents in organized way, let's say in your computer or you print it out, whatever you do, even with your clothes, and especially because you're going to move so often, you're not even able to almost unpack your luggage and then you're moving again, because 5 months will pass so quickly. So staying organized and staying on track is so important for your stability and for your inner peace. Last but not least is to stay positive and maintain positive attitude, because sometimes the thing can go wrong, can go in different direction than expected, but staying positive and truly believe that you're guided and everything is gonna be all right, and you believe in yourself, this helps so much, because whatever you believe in, you are what you think about. And the last point I want to mention, be nice to yourself and take regular breaks. So even if you're in your essay, if the deadline of your essays or the assignments is approaching, try to take regular breaks, try to go to the nature, try to connect with the nature, maybe organize little study groups with your friends, but try to be nice to yourself every single day. And this is exactly where all the points I've mentioned will help you out, through exercising, through the therapy, through reconnecting with your body, and so on. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know that this kind of content is also helpful to you, because I'm very curious and I'm very excited to see you in the next video, guys. Bye.